What's up, YouTube? It's Joel with your stimulus check and news update. So we have some insane news today. Stimulus is still on the table, and I'm not just talking about the Build Back Better plan, but other stimulus as well. But concerning the Build Back Better plan, Biden says that he and Manchin are going to work it out and get something done. Chuck Schumer is vowing that there will be a vote on it next month. And on the other hand, we have Mitch McConnell, the Republican leader, who has expressed that he would accept Joe Manchin leaving the Democratic Party and joining the GOP Republican Party. So we will go over what would happen if that would take place, but we now have progressives who are demanding that Biden use executive action to pass parts of the Build Back Better plan since Manchin has elected not to vote for the bill as is. And wow, I can't believe it, but Biden did it again. He has extended the student loan pause again. So we have a new date that student loans are paused till, which we'll get to in just a moment, on top of student loan cancellation news. And if you like this video, could you do me a huge favor and smash that like button for me and the YouTube algorithm? I really appreciate it so much. It helps the channel out to grow, but I appreciate your support for this channel. So yes, the Build Back Better bill is still on the table, and it's gotten even more crazy. Biden is stepping heavily into the talks now to get Manchin on board to vote for this huge $1 trillion stimulus bill. Now, Chuck Schumer has even vowed to get a vote on the Build Back Better bill and to keep working to revise it till it's ready for a vote next month. Now, Chuck Schumer said in a letter to Democrats that they would still take up the legislation called the Build Back Better Act early next year after weeks of what he called deep discontent and frustration. Such a move would force all senators to state their position on the Senate floor, not just on television, concerning the bill. So this is where he is putting Manchin in the hot seat to openly discuss what he is opposed to and what he is for. This will allow them to all come to an agreement on what needs to be done to get this bill passed. So far, what they have been doing is having private meetings, and Chuck Schumer and them did not know that Manchin would go on Fox News and express that he could not vote yes for the Build Back Better bill. So talk about a blindsided hit to the Democrats. But Manchin said, inflation is a serious issue. These programs will cost more than they are saying. I can't add to the debt, while telling party members they need to raise revenue by taxing the rich. If there is anything that Manchin is truly concerned about, that's inflation. And he has the right to, because we are experiencing it heavily right now across the US and people are hurting for it. But Biden is very optimistic that he can bring Manchin on board. Biden said, "Some people think maybe I'm not Irish because I don't hold a grudge, but I want to get things done. I still think there's a possibility of getting Build Back Better done." So even Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, is on board for seeing the bill getting passed in January. Now this is what I love, because they're supposed to work together on this stuff and come to an agreement. I mean, we are about to spend trillions of taxpayer dollars on these initiatives, and so it's important that there is accountability and agreement. And even Chuck Schumer is making some good moves on getting everyone's thoughts and working to produce the right bill. Chuck Schumer said, "At this time, it is my intention to make the Senate substitute amendment the current Senate text and as published and shared with your offices, unless we are able to reach an agreement on modifications acceptable to the entire caucus ahead of that." So that's good that there is much concern pointing towards Manchin of being on board with the rest of the Democrats and basically voting party line when it comes to any bill. He stood up against the president and his own party, and I know that couldn't have been easy. But Manchin did say, "I would like to hope that there are still Democrats that feel like I do. I'm fiscally responsible and socially compassionate. Now, if there's no Democrats like that, then they'll have to push me wherever they want me. Now, Mitch McConnell, who is the Republican leader, expressed that he would like Joe Manchin to switch parties. Now, Manchin has been a lifelong Democrat, but McConnell said, obviously we would love to have him on our team. I think he'd be more comfortable. Now, the Biden administration issued a statement actually accusing Manchin of a sudden and inexplicable reversal in his position and a breach of his commitments to the president and the senator's colleagues. Now, McConnell went on to say, why in the world would they want to call him a liar and try to hotbox him and embarrass him? I think the message is, we don't want you around. Obviously, that is up to Joe Manchin, but he is clearly not welcome on that side of the aisle. So we can clearly see that if Manchin were to switch parties to the Republican side, then the Republicans would have the majority in the Senate. So do I see Manchin switching? No. But that doesn't mean that he wouldn't vote with the Republicans. So we will see what happens, but we have entered into a new era of politics where people have always been forced to essentially choose a side, Republicans or Democrats. But now we have people who are saying, I just don't agree with either side, and I would like to stay in the center. And I would like to vote on Republican things or Democratic things and not be tied to a party specifically. So let me know, what do you think of the Build Back Better bill? And do you think it should pass? Are you in favor of it never being passed? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section and we can talk about it from there. So there's a couple of things that are happening because progressives are pressuring Biden to take some executive action and implement parts of the Build Back Better plan, plus some extra stimulus to families that were not in the Build Back Better plan. So the Congressional Progressive Caucus said in a statement, today the Progressive Caucus is calling on the president and all Democrats who believe in the need to build back better for climate care, immigrants, and those seeking economic dignity and opportunity to come together and deliver for the American people. That means a whole government approach. In Congress, we will continue to prioritize a legislative path for Build Back Better. In the meantime, the White House must continue to act on a parallel track by using the president's incredibly powerful tool of executive action. So with the executive action, it would be just Biden signing a new executive order and not needing to pass it through the Congress or having any voted upon it whatsoever. So with that, they're looking for Biden to send more stimulus to the American people that need it. One part that has been done already is the student loan pauses. Biden has officially extended the student loan payment pause for another 3 months past February. So student loan borrowers are not expected to start paying their student loans till May 1st. After the administration repeatedly said that they wouldn't extend the pause, with a lot of pressure from the progressives, they ended up extending it anyway to act. In a statement from Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, and Presley, they said, we continue to call on President Biden to take executive action to cancel $50,000 in student loan debt, which will help close the racial gap for borrowers and accelerate our economic recovery. So they're going to use this extra time to put more pressure on Biden to cancel up to $50,000 in student loans per borrower. Now, this would actually wipe out 36 million student loan borrowers' loans completely. So you can see here that they're pushing Biden to take action, and it's working. Let me know your thoughts on these changes, and do you support what the progressives are trying to do in the comment section. But hey, on this channel, we are all about investing, getting our finances in order, getting the real news, getting personal growth, and making sure that we're having healthy lives. But if you want to grow your finances, you can use my links down in the description and get you 2 free stocks with Webull worth up to $1,850, or 2 free stocks with Robinhood worth up to $500. But this is free money. Those links are down in the description, but it gets you started on investing and building some wealth and getting to that financial freedom, which we know we all want. But those links are down in the description. Let me know which free stocks you get. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them. But please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all stimulus and economic news that affects you and learn how to build some wealth. This is Joel with True Life Investing. Until next time, peace out.